So Comic-Con is one of the biggest events of the year in San Diego, California. Ahead of this year's Comic-Con, experts have shared some concerns. And so this article that I'm going to be referring to is from CBS 8 in San Diego, and they put this article together. The reason why we're talking about it is because it talks about trafficking and exploitation of individuals, sex trafficking, minors. Uh, and so that's important. That's a public safety concern. And we're sharing this as a part of that. And so Steffi Roche is the lead writer, the lead reporter on this particular article, and so we're going to just talk about what it says and what it means. As many of you know, Comic Con is a huge event. It is held in San Diego, California. People from all over the globe, all over the world, head to San Diego for this event. There's big crowds, and when you have big crowds, there's uh, unfortunately a potential for an increase in criminal activity. And Steffi talks about the the different types of crime that come with that. They come from uh, petty theft all the way to sex trafficking. And the president, excuse me, president of the People's Association of Justice Advocates, their name is Shane Harris. There was a press conference the other day where they acknowledged that Comic Con is a huge event and it brings a lot of fun to San Diego. However, quote, but it has also been in recent years a hotbed, a hotbed of human and sex trafficking, end quote. So this was Harris, uh, Shane Harris, the president of the People's Association of Justice Advocates, that is sharing this at a had shared this at a press conference earlier this week. And why does this get brought up? Because at last year's Comic Con in San Diego, there was a multiple law enforcement agency uh, human and sex trafficking sting operation during the event, and that led to multiple arrests and the recovery of a 16-year-old victim. And that's just awful. That's just awful. Uh, so also at this press conference, Harris was joined by the San Diego DA or district attorney, and they wanted to, as we talk about public safety concerns, uh, San Diego district attorney Summer Stefan wanted to also help launch a public awareness call to action. Quote, this is the San Diego, excuse me, district attorney Summer Stefan on this topic. Quote, in San Diego County, sex trafficking was measured as an $810 million industry, where the average age of a victim is 15 and 16-year olds. Let that sink in. 15 and 16-year olds. We continue. With an average of about 5,000 victims annually, this is a fight that we've been in because we want that number to be zero, end quote, from Stefan. And we agree. We want no children, nobody to be taken ever. Nobody ever have to go through sex trafficking, human trafficking, any type of abuse at all. Uh, Furthermore, in this article, there's many warning signs that could indicate that sex trafficking is occurring. Uh, and a couple of these are a person seeming overly fearful or submissive, physical injuries, or an unaccompanied minor at night who may falter in giving an explanation of on who they are with and what they are doing. And so Harris, to close out this particular episode here, says, quote, to make a clear statement that if you come to our city looking to do any act of sex or child trafficking or human trafficking, you will face the highest penalties that the law allows. You are not allowed here, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, end quote. This is from Harris. And lastly, as far as what a conviction for sex trafficking would be in California, that permits up to 12 years in a state prison. However, for child trafficking, a conviction brings the possibility of life in prison. So thank you to Steffi Roche, talking about these important topics as a huge event comes to your city in San Diego. So be on the lookout if you're heading to Comic-Con and any conference or any event where there's large gatherings of people. Unfortunately, sometimes these awful events happen. And so we want to deter that, which is why we decided that we wanted to put this video out. So again, thank you to Steffi Roche, CBS 8, San Diego, California, who put this article together, and for all that were included in the article. They shared shared the facts, shared statistics, and they say that any type of human sex trafficking is not allowed there. And it really brought to light also the amount of money that's included. Excuse me. As far as in San Diego County alone, sex trafficking was measured as an $810 million industry. That's almost $1 billion. That's a lot of money. Makes you wonder, where do some people get their wealth from? And we will continue this conversation another time. Thank you very much for listening. Check out our Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. You won't be disappointed. Over 290 episodes. So thank you very much. God bless you. God bless America. God bless everybody across the world.